Check. It looks like I do have sound.
Okay.
And so, all right. So here we are on the second part, guys. Sorry about that. And I'll give you a few minutes to get caught up with us. This might be a good time for me to just talk a little bit about what I'm doing here, which is I've mostly been sort of working very intuitively. But I started out with sort of 3 horizontal bands as sort of ground, and then I started looking at some interesting connections between. I just flipped to an article that has sort of California-ish type images of cars and models leaning against cars or by the beach and so on. And I thought, oh, the red of the car would go nicely. And now I'm noticing that I've got sort of three women. So I've got a couple of different threes, and really that's as far as I've got, because you know me and walking and chewing gum. So so that's as far as it's got. Rebecca says we're back. That's good. Yay. And Margaret, and you can see and hear us. Thank you for letting us know. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good to know.
So just so you know, everybody, that was not a situation we could solve at all, because everything at our end was fine.
Yeah, it's impossible to know. We both checked our internet. We were able to load other sites, so I think it might have been a YouTube burp.
Yeah,
but I don't
why?
know. I don't know. Yeah. It's always annoying, because I hate to have to make you guys go look for another stream, and we usually lose some people who have trouble finding it.
Exactly. And it's such a pain. It's
very sad,
and you lose momentum.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for the reminder, Rebecca. If you found us again and you're kind enough to rejoin us, please like this video.
Like this video.
We are doing our very best.
And just so that it doesn't happen, so that we get this in before it happens again very shortly, after giving people a few minutes to find us again, we're going to do our draw for the tickets. I'll
draw for free tickets to the opening night of the Artist Project.
Yep. So,
and that's Thursday night, April 13th.
April 13th between 6 and 10.
Yeah.
Annie is back. Awesome. Hello, Annie. Yay. So.
Yeah.
I just glued that one down,
but you don't actually want to glue it.
I don't.
Right. Get it the heck off then.
I might have to put something else over top of the glue mess.
You might be able to scrape some of that glue off. Yes. And yay, you're back with us, Val. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Cherie, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for rejoining and refreshing your browser till you found us. Right. Jane says that she thought it was her because since they moved to the condo, the reception is different than in their house.
Right. Yes.
So no, you know, and it wasn't even us, Jane. It was some weird thing at YouTube, because everything at our end was fine, except for the fact that I could tell the live stream wasn't working.
My computer was heating up, which it often does during streaming, but I was still able to comment. I was still having video feed of it.
There was no
internet was
and
fine.
The heating up is no abnormal thing.
No,
that's just normal during
frequent
video and live streams.
Whenever we're live streaming stuff.
Yeah.
So
very strange, but I'll just repeat that we're going to wait a few more minutes to let people rejoin us, and then we're going to offer some free tickets to the opening night of the Artist Project.
So if you guys are free on Thursday,
April 13th,
Thursday, between 6 and 10 to attend the Artist Project.
And they make quite a splashy event of it.
They do.
So I'll be there.
Yep, and
with Cal.
I'm having different people help me each day because it's tiring.
It's a big event, yeah.
And Kim's stamina but that's the night she's going to be there. So If you want to see us both, that's a good night, and can make it, that's a good night to come. I appreciate not everyone can come on a weeknight, but
Well, it starts at 6, so that makes it better
Yeah,
because you
yeah.
can start earlier in the evening.
start early and end early if you want, or
Yeah.
or start early and stay late if you're so inclined.
Thank you, Cherie. She says, "Hey guys, you handle the hiccups so well." Sadly we get too much practice at these
Yes.
technical snafus, but you know they're the reality of live events, and we're doing our best. I mean, we've had snafus with Zoom too.
Yes.
I find Zoom more reliable, but we've had to. Everyone else has been fine, and Cal's had to like leave the meeting, or he's been
Yeah.
kicked out of the meeting by being for some reason, and
then I come back and my students are all happily playing away,
yeah, or chattering.
Yep.
Yeah. So
But
Rebecca says, I always think it's my internet first, because we all have experiences with that, right? Of glitches in
Yes.
our internet. Karen says, well, that was exciting. I thought it was me.
yeah, I think we all go to, oh, it's us first, or it's our service first.
That was more exciting than we'd intended.
Yeah.
Oh dear. You're cutting more things out, eh? With that.
Well, who
face.
knows, right?
Well, sure. And I know you always hang on to the cut pieces anyway, so you've got options.
I often do. So, I think maybe now is a good time to. So we have 3 tickets. So we're going to give them away as a pair of tickets. And so 1 pair of tickets and 1 single ticket. So I want to keep this really simple. So if you are interested in the pair of tickets, if you could just type in the chat pair, and Kim is going to jot down the names of anyone who says they're interested in a pair on little pieces of paper. And then she's going to turn them over and shove them to me, and I'm going to pick one at random. So, so again, if you're interested in a pair of tickets, do exactly what Margaret just did. So she wrote pair, and like Cherie did. So
yeah,
that would be great. And if you know that you would like 1 ticket, maybe hold back. But for that,
whatever's,
because it's
because we will have a single ticket as well.
And even if you don't get the pair, you can certainly go for 1. And if you win the pair, you can also come for 1. Well, no, we should give it to someone else.
Well, also, Cal and I in both of our newsletters have included a 15% off discount code for the opening night, or for different things, right?
Yeah, the 15% can be used for anything.
Right.
So if you don't win any of the tickets we're giving away, you can at least get 15% off using the.
Or if you get a single but you want to take someone, you can get 15% off one of the tickets.
Yeah.
So
we'll give you another minute or 2 to say, because I know some of you are watching, for instance, on TVs, so you might need a moment to get over there and type it in.
Some people watch on TVs but manage to get to chat a little bit. Some people don't. Jane's got book club on Thursday night. Otherwise, she might go for it.
Right.
Well,
I will have a book at the. I guess that doesn't.
It doesn't have a lot of reading in it.
No, it doesn't.
Got a couple of pages of introduction and a final page at the back.
But it's not that. Not really going to work, I don't think.
All right. Well, okay, there are 12 watching now. There were only 10. So I'll just reiterate. We're doing a free draw for a pair of tickets to the opening night at the Artist Project in Toronto. Thursday, April 13th. That's this Thursday from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. If you would like to have your name in the draw for a pair of tickets, please type in the chat pair, the word pair. You can spell pair any way you like, but preferably the way it's intended.
The other way might be fruitful, though. Sorry. I know at least
Or
Rebecca
it could be
is enjoying.
appealing.
Oh, it's getting bad.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Okay. Well, I'd say that we've got our names for the draw.
All right. So why don't you jot those down on? And
I should probably take the sticky parts off though.
Yes.
So we'll just cut off the first parts of their names there. But we know what they are. Okay. Now, how do you want to do this? You want me to put this in a hat now?
You could do that, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you'll see the draw live. I'll do it right here.
Oh, let's do it in the derby hat.
The derby hat. Okay, derby hat it is. Isn't it, or is it Darby?
Well.
All right. There's the hat, and there are the names.
Yep. Turn your head.
I can do that. I'm not even sure. All right. Are they still all in the bottom? There they are. Okay. All right.
Just make sure you've got only one in your hand.
Yes,
do a little slide.
I'm trying to. Okay. All right. And the winner is.
What color?
Yellow.
Margaret
B.
Margaret Buckworth. You just
are
won a
the
pair
winner of 2 tickets. Congratulations. Yay. So, Margaret, I have your email, which I need. So if the winner of the single ticket, I don't have the email, I will need your email address, but Margaret, I have yours. So watch your email for notification of how to get your tickets. I will send you a link after Collage Jam. So congratulations. Looking forward to seeing you there. It's going to be so much fun. I think that's going to be a very high energy evening.
Oh, it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting with all with the music and with the fashion, and everyone will be like, sometimes when you go on the last day, the artists are kind of
tired,
and they're going to be they'll be wired tonight. Night, so
because all their nervous energy will be with them still.
Exactly. So
we're so happy for you, Margaret.
Yeah, congratulations. Yay.
Yeah. So
all right. So
we might as well move on to the
giveaway,
the single ticket.
Yes, let's do the single ticket.
Okay. So shall we ask for the word single?
Exactly. So if you can make use of a single ticket, it doesn't mean you have to go alone. You can always
you can take 12 people with you.
Get a free ticket and then buy 1 ticket or as many other tickets as you need, but at least 1 will be free. So Margaret, please don't participate in this. But if you were asked for a pair but didn't win them, feel free to.
And if you didn't ask for a pair but you're interested in a single, also feel free.
Exactly. That's what I'm. Yeah.
So we'll just wait for.
Yeah.
And the word is single.
The word is single.
It is also Thursday night, Jane.
Yes.
That is the opening night, and that's what we have the tickets for.
Yeah, I gave away my other tickets on Instagram and on MailChimp. So
the newsletter.
So
okay, we've got one.
Trying to give them away in different ways.
Exactly.
So.
Cherie, would you be interested in going for the single? So far, we've only got 1 taker for the single.
Well,
boy,
that's not much of a draw.
Cherie, you don't have to go alone, right?
Yeah, anyone
Of
who
course, maybe she had to step away from the computer. That's
no,
always a
that's
risk,
quite
right?
possible. Yep. So,
Oh dear.
so again, one last ticket. I didn't think of this before, but I'm giving away 3 tickets on our 3rd anniversary. That's kind of
Isn't that poetic?
It is kind of, isn't it?
That's lovely. Oh, I see what's happened. Cherie has realized that Lisa can't go until Friday morning.
Okay.
Yes, that's great. If you can get a senior's discount, awesome.
Yes, seniors discounts are awesome.
Well, then, I would say we have a winner.
We do.
We don't even have to do a draw.
That's right. All right.
Annie.
Congratulations, Annie.
Annie, you've got the single ticket.
One for the show.
Try to spell congratulations properly this time.
And just because I'm a bear of little brain, can you make sure that you jot those names down so I don't lose my head and forget who I'm sending them to? Not that either of you are forgettable, but my brain is beyond full these days.
Okay.
So
yeah, I've got it.
Awesome. So a little after Collage Jam, watch your email and for a link to go redeem your tickets. So thank you so much. It's so awesome that we're going to see you guys there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Great to see you in person.
Yeah. All right. Well, all that excitement. Now I need to sort of get refocused on 3s. So
I must say it's fun having a draw for something, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah. I think we should do it more often.
Yeah. We'll have to
we will
figure
do
out
it
what
more
those
often.
could be. Oh, look at that type. Doja.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Oh my God. I love that.
Yeah.
That's insane.
No, you don't usually, typography is often bland these days, but not always. And that's a great example of it being anything but bland.
It is.
All right. I'm definitely going to use this image.
Annie says she's looking forward to it.
Awesome.
And Margaret says, yes, it's very fun. Yeah.
Yay. Yeah.
It's fun to have the chance to win something, and it's fun to win something.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and one thing that's great about entering a draw with me is the odds are good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like the Lotto 649 or something.
Exactly. My MailChimp, I think I had a draw between about 10 or 11 people, and the same with the Instagram. So you know, the odds are definitely better than your average lottery, or even if I was a better known artist.
I wonder if they do something like this in Vancouver, the Artist Project.
I would imagine so.
Because I think the same people who do the Artist Project do the art fair that's in the fall, right? The indoor art fair that's in the fall.
Yes, they do Art Toronto as well. It. Yeah.
And I think they do Art Vancouver.
Oh, okay. So then that would make sense that they.
I was just thinking that would be fun.
Yeah, do an away game.
Yeah. Any excuse to get out west, honestly.
Exactly. I'm looking for another tall figure to do.
Oh, joy. She says, sorry, I can't just fly over for the show. It'd be great to see you again.
Oh,
we're
likewise.
Sorry you can't too. But hopefully, one way or another, we will manage to see you in person before too long. I was just thinking yesterday how badly I need to get on another road trip.
Yes. So Kim, in the before times, Kim used to take not as
regular
nearly
road
as often
trips.
as she wanted to, of course,
Yeah.
but used to take fairly frequent road trips. Sometimes with me, often without me, because she just loves finding new vistas and driving herself to new places.
It's a multifaceted practice. It's a I mean, I often went without you, and that was intentional because it was a way for me to really clear my head. And
yeah, I mean, we love each other dearly, but we have spent a lot of time together because we work together
even before COVID.
Yeah, even
not like the couples who were suddenly
like,
faced with it at
yeah,
COVID.
Exactly. But we did our graphic design business together,
and when we worked at a publishing firm, we did a lot of work together.
We worked together, then we'd
collaborated
commute home together, and then we'd work at home on getting stuff ready again. So some time apart is to hear one's own thoughts is, in fact,
for both of us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm more of a homebody, and you're more of an adventure person, so it works out well that way.
It does.
But I think I mentioned I'm sort of a morning person, and Kim is a night owl, so we get a little bit of that necessary time when the other person isn't broadcasting as we like to.
Yeah, except lately you've been going to bed later, and I've been getting tired earlier.
Yeah,
so we've been going to bed close together.
That's temporary. We're just in some
weird blip.
Yeah. All right. I think I've got 3 figures, and I think they're not the same scale, but they're similar, and I think that's what I was looking for. So,
by the way, I should mention the reason I hurried to get the newsletter out today before the Collage Jam is because I had 2 exciting announcements that I wanted to share with my subscribers first. And I think some of you are subscribers, but if you're not a subscriber, I have not sent out very many newsletters. I intend to send out more, but I think I've sent out 2 in the last, maybe 3 in the last year.
Well, you've had a lot of reasons to be.
Yes, except that I think it's not far off my average, but I do intend to do it a little more frequently than that, because I have a backlog of fun things I want to, put up on YouTube and share with you, and more things that I'll be creating and announcing and whatever. And anyway, if you're not a subscriber, I just want to suggest that you visit my website, which is just kimleyco.ca. I'll put that in the chat.
To find out about what's up.
To find out about all the... Yeah. If you're not a subscriber and you subscribe today or tomorrow, I will send you the newsletter that I just sent out.
Right, so that
individually, so you don't miss out on
what the most recent one.
There's the website. Just replace the word and brackets dot with an actual dot. And there's a pop-up form to allow you to subscribe. Oh, I forgot to like the video. There we go.
Don't forget to like the video.
No, gotta like the video.
As Rebecca would quickly hasten to point out.
That's right. She's good that way. Oh, I performed at my second open mic event last week, right?
That's right. Last Thursday.
Which,
because of Good Friday, was sort of the Friday of the week.
Yes. Oh my God, the pub was crowded and noisy, and was quite something. Very different from the first time I performed there. It was the same pub I was at. And
an Irish pub, sort of in the wastelands of Mississauga.
Etobicoke,
sorry.
Eglinton and what? called the Irish Shebeen.
Yeah, it's west of Renforth.
Right. There you go.
But-
So north of Nielsen Park Creative Center, for
Yeah,
those of
yeah.
you who are familiar with that. But in future, I'm going to try and there's a Tuesday night open mic once a month, I think, in Streetsville, and I'm going to try and do that because my I belong to a music and singing group that's part of Wellspring, the Foundation for Cancer Patients, Survivors, and Families. And it's moving from Tuesdays to Thursday nights, so I don't want to miss those. So I'll be trying it out somewhere else on Tuesdays next time.
How is your singing career going, Kim?
Oh, spectacular, Cal. I mean, I've performed twice in public, so
And,
needless to say, the
the
accolades and the
reviews are good so far?
yeah. Was a lovely supportive crowd, and it was very gratifying to get I definitely did better the second time than I did the first time, and the warm applause was greatly appreciated.
And you had a couple of students come out.
Yes,
Students
that's right.
and friends, basically, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Christine Ling came out, and Pam Bell came out, and Christine brought her husband as well, who I discovered in a previous life was a recording engineer. So that was I said I was glad I didn't find that out until after my performance, because of course his listening to music would be highly sensitive. So, and I know there were, when I watched the video afterwards, there were a couple of times when I was off pitch. It always makes me cringe.
In that environment, it's kind of hard to hear yourself.
It is.
Right? So
I actually found, because it was so noisy, I had to plug, I pressed a finger to one ear so that I could hear myself singing well enough to because I was singing and realized I couldn't, I could feel that I was singing from the wrong part of my throat, of my resonating options, and which would mean that the chances of hitting the note accurately would be low. So I stopped up one ear, changed everything for the better. So and each time I do it, it's a real learning experience. So that's why I love it. It's this is not something I have any expertise in. It's a really rewarding challenge. And it's creative, studying a song and first of all, learning the words. It's not like it would have been in my 20s, let's put it that way. But then learning it well enough that you can really interpret it that's a beautiful experience, I must say. And practicing it enough to hit the high notes. That for me is also one of my challenges. But anyway, enough about my singing. I thought I would share that.
I'm using one of our budget knives, and we often put the good blades into them.
Yes.
This one we didn't.
Oh, really? Yeah. Would you like a different budget knife?
If it has an alpha blade in it, that would be
let me
great.
check.
Yeah,
because you don't want to wreck the edges of the paper.
Well, too late for that. Too late for that now, but it does.
Well, there's this alpha one in here.
Oh, I missed that. So
yeah, old school one.
Right. Well, that will be so much better.
Yeah.
Yay! Thank you, Kim.
I'll just check for backups in here.
Oh, that's a happy thing.
Does that feel much better?
It's night and day.
Yeah. Here's one that has an alpha blade in it.
Right. Okay.
Backup.
I'm gonna snap this one off, but I can tell already the alpha blade is better.
Yeah. It's important to have tools that are good enough. And there's a difference between the tools that are good enough to get you started and the tools that are good enough to keep you going.
Yeah, this is nice. It's not pulling the paper even though I've just snapped the blade, which is what the
That's
other
nice.
one was doing.
Oh, God. Well, I'm glad you spoke up because I would have got that for you earlier if you
No,
mentioned it.
I thought, oh, that's just the way it is. I'll just roll with it. But
Right,
the
but it
longer I tried to roll with it,
became more of a problem.
the more it was becoming noticeable.
By the way, I apologize if you can hear me chewing. I'm chewing some gum so that I don't eat. I'll just put that away and drink something instead. So you just hear me slurping instead.
And how are your collages going, guys? Are they coming together, or are they?
Is Val on collage number 3 now, or
5 probably?
5 maybe? Yeah.
And as per usual, I've done a part of one. I'm going to have another part of one done. I do occasionally finish work, I assure you.
Yes, you do. And the proof is at the artist project this weekend.
Exactly. That's pretty funny.
Val says she's only on number 2. Oh, wow.
She's having a nice, relaxing day.
Margaret says she's done, but she's just thinking it should be a triptych. I think you might be onto something there, Margaret. I like your thinking. That orange pantsuit is awesome, isn't it? Like, those pants would look absolutely dreadful on me, but I love
the color,
the whole thing.
Divine.
Just, yeah. Those pants would have to be longer. I don't look good in floods. I remember once I was I was trying on some, what are those Australian boots called?
Fry or
no, the ones we have. Blundstones. That's it. So I was trying on a pair of Blundstones. This is years ago at MEC, and there was a young guy helping me out, and so innocent, so unknowing of body type things, and I was wearing jeans and dark rinse jeans, I guess, and he was mentioning the fact that it's quite the thing to fold back the hem to reveal the pale underside and make a cuff of it and wear it like that with the boots. But I think they describe themselves as thick girls now, when they're stout like I am. So I'm thick, and I'm not tall and long-legged. I'm not short, and I don't have weird stunted legs, but I definitely don't have long legs. And I looked horrible with that look, and he agreed. He looked embarrassed. So yeah. So I know when I look at that pantsuit, those pants would have to be longer. I don't benefit from being chopped up. Now Val, on the other hand, could get away with that. She has all the suitable attributes. Lisa writes, still working. It takes me a while. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Fine. Yeah. That's great. You need to do it at your pace. And everybody works at a different pace, and everybody also, a collage piece is very different in different hands.
Exactly.
How complex is it? Yeah. You're really setting yourself a lot of cutting challenges today, eh? All these close crop figures.
It seems that's what I'm doing.
Yep. I mean, what a fabulous silhouette that is. so I don't blame you. Wow. It's reminding me of those figures I did with the gel plate, with the silhouette figures. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do remember that
Yeah.
somewhat. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I have to be getting my gel plate out soon. I also have to get collaging soon. Tomorrow, I have the great fun of going to the Japanese paper place to look at and fondle and talk paper
That's going to be
in
so
order
much
to
fun.
bring some home to collage with.
Yeah, how exciting is that? And
Yeah.
what's that in aid of? Or
Well, I will be announcing it on social media tomorrow, but I
Okay.
wanted to let my subscribers know.
Right.
Know first.
Right. All right.
Cherie would like reminding of the name of the company we made our book with. She said she uses Shutterfly, but would like to support a Canadian company. Yes, I'm with you, Cherie. I'm with my Tradigital students. We've been looking specifically for a number of classes now at places to send things out for various things. And I really try to put a big emphasis on Canadian places, Canadian companies, and or companies that employ Canadians. So the book was done at Picto Imaging, I think is what it's called, but it's spelled Pikto. And it's in Toronto. And they have the option of you laying it out in your own page layout software and sending them a print ready PDF, or they have an easy and a more advanced option in terms of using their online platform to lay out the book. And I used the advanced online platform and was surprised to discover it has quite a few capabilities that you'd have to figure out. But when you realize, yes, you can actually specify specific sizes and positions for pictures and so on by measurement, then it changes everything for the better, doesn't it, Cal?
It does.
Yes, instead of just eyeballing it. So Picto, Pikto, and yeah, very good quality printing. They do more than books. They do cards, they do various kinds of photo prints, and they are they serve a very professional market, so you know that the quality is good. It has to be really good because the professionals would never put up with it if it wasn't. So some of the consumer companies that I've checked out for my Tradigital class, yeah, there's it's
So
a
very
very mixed bag out
Very
there.
disappointing. Like
Get samples. Send a small image. Find out what the smallest size in something is, and get a sample made before you commit to
doing
something
several.
bigger or doing several, or
Yeah.
or the thing that you're actually going to give to whoever you're going to give it to. Yeah, because you may not be happy. For example, there's this where's the clean mug? Can I just put that underneath there?
Yeah.
So there's that mug.
So this is a mug that Kim had printed. Sorry, I keep tilting it the wrong way.
Yeah.
And the color is pretty good.
But look at that. It's the handle's not centered.
So the gap on one side is a lot larger than the gap on the other side, unfortunately.
Which is really irritating.
And knowing the image, which was very, very crisp, this one's fuzzy. And so the color is good and the edges of the art are crisp, but that sort of not centering the image in
It's like someone's
relationship
not
to the
paying
handle,
attention.
in
It's
relationship
annoying.
to the handle, and
Yeah.
then the
It looks
image
soft.
reproduction is not what we would hope. So
Yeah.
that's why Kim decided to get a couple of prints done, or a couple of samples done. And you
Yeah.
should always get samples done before you commit to more.
So I'm trying other companies too. But this is also as preparation. I'm I intend to offer a workshop on this topic of having things made from your art, because it's a hot topic and it's rife with pitfalls. Plus, there's that whole thing of we can support Canadian companies for an awful lot of stuff, and with the recession everybody's been talking about, either happening or coming, that becomes super important. But it doesn't mean we'll put up with crap results. So
I imagine that we must be getting close to the end of our...
good heavens, you're right. It is actually 1 minute past 4. I'm so terrible at tracking time. It should be one of my jobs, but I'm I'm not talented at it. Let's put it that way. So it's 1 minute past 4. Cal, how much longer would you like to continue?
Well, seeing as we had a few glitches, I would suggest we go a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But
10 minutes?
Yeah, another 10 minutes. Would be
Okay.
lovely.
So I hope you can stick with us for another 10 minutes.
And if not, we totally understand.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Please
joining
say
us.
goodbye in the chat if you need to
If you need to
head
run.
out.
Yep.
Oh, that's so interesting. The whole peekaboo thing and the cutout silhouettes.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, I like this one actually. Sometimes you need to do a few before you get to where you want, and I'm very... I can't even get the sentence off the ground.
Well, just pause,
I'm
take a
just gonna
breath.
Have a little more coffee, because
Yeah.
that will help.
That'll help.
All right, let's try that sentence again. I definitely started with 3. I cut out 3 separate women and had 3 separate negatives. But then that's sort of where the 3 started falling away, because I started playing with the negatives on this one, which I think are interesting. Negatives and positives. This one, I took one of the negatives away from this one. Maybe one of these negatives can come back. I think that might be the case. But then I started finding it was just slightly too literal for me. So I just sort of thought, okay, well, I'm going to take away a couple of pieces from it. And this one I'm liking more, because it is relying more on, it's a little further away. Like, she's pretty apparent, but she's cut out in the shape of the woman with the orange pantsuit who's on the other side. And then 2 separate negatives. This is actually, this white piece is the negative from this side. So you see the hand there again. And then this is the from the Doja Cat off camera. And so I think that actually is kind of interesting.
I'll say.
What I'm going to try, well, actually, this is for the other one, is bringing in a negative, a white negative into it as well, in addition to this one down this side. So it looks like I will have, as usual, I'll have some gluing to do after the after the jam.
That's normal.
That is normal. And that is probably...
Ooh.
It's interesting. I'm not sure it's quite where it needs to be, but maybe if that...
That's why Cherie has her flux boxes. So she...
Yes.
This is interesting, and then I'll move it around,
Yeah,
and then that's interesting, and then I'll move it
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So one thing I'm thinking about this in just in general is that she's too dominant.
Maybe flip it 180 degrees.
Yeah. Let's see what's on the other side. Oh yeah,
No.
upside down. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
upside down.
Yeah.
Just what I mean is take the whole collage and flip.
Oh, I see.
Rot-
Yeah.
I
Okay.
shouldn't have said flip. Rotate it 180 degrees, the whole thing.
Yes, I understand what you're saying. So
Well, now you do, because
yeah,
I mean, I'm actually figuring out my native tongue a little bit here.
But yes, that would be a very good idea for somewhat defeating without.
Yeah. It does, because suddenly that silhouette edge,
is
the
more
white,
important, right?
becomes so important.
Yeah.
And then the other figure that had been upside down becomes more important. But what's nice about that is it's, with that hair, it's a little more
It's low
ambiguous.
contrast, and we don't have her eyes.
Yeah.
And she's low contrast, and her figure is less strong.
Exactly.
So
this is much more successful.
Yeah, totally. This is already.
Oh, that looks great with the black. The white on one side and the black on the other.
Yeah.
That looks so good.
Yeah, I think this might be.
That might be done. Yeah. 3 pieces.
There you go.
On a backer. That's cool. Yeah. Poetic.
So I think actually that's where I'll probably call it, because I kind of feel like these are. They're companion pieces coming from.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like they're doing some of the things I want my collages to do. So
yeah.
So I think that is a good.
Good work, Cal.
Just stop it. Stop the work anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at this side. I'm wondering whether it will get something, but it might not.
I don't know. I think impinging on that white space is actually problematic.
No, yeah. I was just wondering about showing these, but I think the difference between the whites is enough.
Yeah.
It doesn't show on camera very well, but there is a difference.
There's more of a difference in person.
The magazine paper is a grayer, and the
looks very bright on camera.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
It's
so I think that's what I will be gluing up after.
Wow. So. Nice work.
And when I look back at this one, I don't mind this one, but I think it's kind of the piece that got my brain going.
Yeah.
And that's really what it served to do. And then these arrived at because I was warmed up.
Yeah, exactly. Warm-ups are so important for everything. The older I get, the more I appreciate them too.
So I'm just going to flip the camera down.
Awesome. So they can see your face before we say goodbye. So, Margaret says, thank you. See you Thursday night. Looking forward to meeting you, Kim.
Margaret,
likewise, Margaret. Yeah. That's fantastic.
So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. I hope you can see me or Kim and I know some of you will on Thursday night or during the
Cal
project.
With other people on Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah. So
I hope you can make it, Belle. She says hopefully she'll see you.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. And do remember to post your collages in our Virtual Collage Jam group on Facebook. So if you look up Virtual Collage Jam group in Facebook, if you're not in the search bar in Facebook, you will find it. And you need to request to join the first time.
Yeah. One of us has to approve it.
We'll approve you, and then you can post on ad nauseum from
post
there.
And like and comment and see what everyone's doing.
Yeah, it's always fun to see what other people do in response to the same prompt. So
yeah.
Our next, let me just get my calendar in front of me because I can't count. I think it's the 24th of April is our next one. That's right. And we will be working with the image from Paris Collage Collective. I used to know what week that was for Paris Collage Collective, but it is on my website on the Virtual Collage Jam page.
Yes.
So
that's why we have it on a website.
That's right.
We can't keep it in our head.
this brain is already too full. So thank you so much for joining us.
And will that be the last one before or will we have one more before the World Collage Day hybrid event?
I think that is the last. Well, hold on a second. It might not be. Because I can't count. So no, there is a Virtual Collage Jam on May 8th. And so that Monday, and then on the Saturday is
and then
World
on the
Collage
Saturday.
Jam. So it will be a
Oh,
early May will be
banner
a
week.
banner week for collaging with Collage Jams.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So if you subscribe to my newsletter, which I think most of you guys do, watch for news of that event at Gladstone coming up in about a week's time, I would say.
If things weren't so completely overwhelming right now, it would already be on the website.
Exactly.
But honestly, we don't have a whole team of people here to.
Yeah, no, Rebecca is doing her damnedest, but she's
doing great.
The problem is this part of the pipeline needs to get it to her first, and so this part of the pipeline's busy. So
so much relies on you. So
too much.
Yeah. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you so
we
much,
will
everyone.
catch up with the comments.
Lovely. Yeah.
After signing off, we really appreciate your kind thoughts.
We'll see you in a couple of weeks at the next Collage Jam, if not
before at the Artist Project.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
Take care, guys. Keep collaging, and we'll see you soon. Bye.